So greet to everyone. Myself Kashika from Soban Jeena University. Today's topic is qualities of good testers. So this is my assignment. So I am going to present you my topic. So before starting the topic qualities of good test, I would like to share you what is a test. So first of all, a test is used to examine someone's knowledge of something to determine what she knows or has to learn. So basically what is test? So test is used. We use test as an examiner to know someone knowledge on something. And in the test we determine what she and he knows or she has learned. So it can be in a various form like oral, written, quizzes, practical assignments. So term test refers to an assessment tools used to evaluate students' understanding. So we use test. The main objective of test to evaluate student, understand their skills and the knowledge in a particular subject or area. So it can be oral, written and practical. So the definition of the test by the scholars Merriam-Webster. Something such as a series of a question or exercise for measuring the skills, knowledge, intelligence, capacities or aptitude of individual or a group. So definition of test is something that measure our skills, knowledge, intelligence, capacities or aptitude of in a single or a group. So the next question is why we take test. So first one is help in a remedial measurement. We take tests to know the knowledge, skills and the position of the students. So it helps in a remedial measurement. By the test we diagnose the learner and then we give to the remedial teaching. So it helps in a remedial measurement, help in a selecting suitable teaching method. With the help we can see what is the weakness of the learner. When we know the weakness of the learner, we can appropriately choose our teaching methods. Third one is helps in knowing the progress of learning. Test also help to know the progress, where the learner stand, what is the position of the learner. So let's do the topic qualities of test. This one is our topic qualities of test. In the previous slide we discussed about test. What is test? So here we know what test and we proceed to the qualities of the good test. First of all, validity. Our test will be valid. Reliability, objectivity, discrimination, norms, clarity, fairness, comprehension, discriminatory power, time efficiency, security and integrity or many more. So let's start with validity. First of all, what is validity? The test should be measure what is intended to measure. So the first characteristics or qualities of a good test is it should measure what is intended to the measure. It not consist of unnecessary questions or unnecessary objectives. It is intended to what the measure. Then example, if a test is designed to assess the knowledge of the teaching strategies, it should focus on the teaching strategies, not the unrelated topic. Let's the example, I take test of the plant cell on the topic plant cell. We should conclude the question depends or based on the plant cell. In this, we do not add the question of physics or a chemistry or a history. So we don't use unrelated topics, only use the topics which test is done. So types of validity. Content and validity. First of all, ensure the test covers the entire syllabus. What is content validity? It covers entire syllabus. Construct validity. It test measure the intended skill or a concept. And criterion validity ensure that the test result correlated with the real world outcome. And this word is very important because test is related with the real world or a outcome. Second one is reliability. The test should be yield a consistent result over a time and under similar condition. So test must be reliable. Example, if a student take a same test multiple times, when we take a simple test multiple times, the scores should be relatively consistent and indicating reliability. Types of reliability: there are two types of reliability: test retest reliability, inter-rater reliability. Consistency of the result over a time. If we take the test of a student 1 month, then 1 month, the result outcomes are reliable. Next one is clarity. The test instructions, questions and items should be clearly written and easy to understand. So it is a very important clarity. Example: ambiguous or complex wording in a test question can be confuse student to lead a inaccurate assessment. So we use simple language and easy to understandable language that the student learn, understand and do. If we use more complicated question, it is not reliable and not clear to the every student. So the test instructions, question and items should be clearly written and easy to understand. If the student not understand, it will confuse and it gives inaccurate assessment. So simple language, clear objectives and well defined terms. Next, fairness. The test should be unbiased and accessible to all students regardless to their background. We don't use or take interest in the background of the student, like their social, economics. In the classroom, this test or a student should be in unbiasedness to the teacher and accessible to all student. Example: the test should not be fair a particular group of the student based on their culture, language or prior to the experience. So tests do not favor a particular group. In a class, there are certain religious community students are belong. So our tests do not favor only one certain particular group, their culture, their language and their experiences. So tests should be fair. Types of fairness: cultural fairness, language fairness. Cultural fairness: avoid cultural biasness. Language fairness: use language appropriate for the student level. Comprehensive: the test should be cover all key topics or skills that we have taught in the course. So tests comprises all the topics, all the skills which we taught in the courses and give the fair representative of the content. Example: in the B.Ed program, the good test might assess both theoretical and the practical knowledge. In our course, we see that there are theoretical knowledge and also the practical knowledge, like a micro teaching or a internship. So it consists both. Characteristics: balance coverage of the syllabus without focusing too much on the area. We can see in our semester third, all are belong to the practical teaching skills and first sem belong to the theoretical knowledge. So there are the balance. Discriminatory power: a good test should be able to distinguish between different level of the student performance. It should be able to identify the highest or a lowest, because we have to work on both highest or a lowest. Provide a range of the results. Characteristics include all the questions types and their difficulties level. Objectivity: the test should be scored in the way that reduces the subjective judgment. So first of all, this is very important. Our test should be objective, not a subjective in nature. Example: multiple choice question, true false questions are objectives. So these answers are clear. Unlike essay, this requires subjective grading. So we use more and more objective things. Like nowadays, more MCQs are put on the test. Characteristics: clear marking criteria. Next, our test should be practical. The test should be practical in the terms of time, resources, efforts and administrator and grade to it. A long and complex test may be difficult to grade and it take a long time. Efficient use the resources, reasonable time frame. Variety: our test include variety of questions because in the class there are individual difference present in the students. So we have to take care of the both learners. Example, it could be include multiple choice questions, short answer type question, essays question, practical questions. Security and integrity prevents cheating. A good test ensures that the test environment minimizes opportunity to cheating and upholds academic integrity. So this one is very important. Prevents cheating. Appropriate difficulty level. We have to balance the difficulty level for the good learners and slow learners. A good test contains questions that are neither too easy to or not too difficult to the test takers. Time efficiency, appropriate duration, a good test period, right time length and time allocated. Score, a good test should be easy to score either manually or automatically unless it is subjective. Feedback and diagnosis, the test provides the feedback about the learner and diagnose. Then we provide remedial teachings. It provides a well designed test provider valuable feedback to the both test taker or the instructor. It should be help identify the area where student may need for further study and improvement. So here is our conclusion. These qualities ensure that the test is effective, measuring and evaluating the knowledge, skill, competencies of the test takers. So thank you.